What's going on, guys? Today in this video I got a question, actually a series of questions from one of my subscribers. And recently I posted a video on how to invite more blessings into your life and why bad luck is non-existent. There's no such thing as bad luck. And I'm assuming that since he asked me these questions, or since he messaged me on Facebook and asked me these questions, that he's been watching me for a while and he sees what it is I do on Facebook. So his first question was, as soon as he messaged me, is, why are you so positive, bro? So immediately my response was, I've been through a lot. Without even thinking about it, I said, I've been through a lot. And then he just started getting more curious and asking me more questions. So I went on to answer the questions and wanted to help him out. So he said, are you a spiritual person? I said, yes, I am a Christian. So he went on to explaining more about why he was feeling the way he did and what exactly his problems were. And he said, I really need someone to talk to. Work is great, family is okay, financial is great, but I still feel empty. So naturally I was more curious to figure out a little bit more about him. So I asked him, what do you do for work and what is a few of your passions? So he mentioned, what I do for work is I am a consumer marketer for an oil company, and my passions are lifting and music. So, first and foremost, you're never gonna find happiness from things outside of yourself. There's never gonna be happiness in a particular material object. If your financial life is great and your family life is okay, which you mentioned, you say your family is okay, but your financial is great, you're gonna have more fulfillment out of having a happy family than you will, more fulfillment, more happiness out of having a happy family than you will out of having a great financial life. Now, I'm not knocking having a great financial life. In order to take care of your family and have a great life, I truly feel like having a great financial life is incongruent with that. So not only do we need to succeed in our finances and our personal lives, such as lifting weights, but family should probably be a top priority since you mentioned it within the things that's going okay in your life. So make it a priority to make your family life great, not just okay. You mentioned work was going great as well. Now, just because something is going great doesn't mean that things are great, meaning you may not have a passion for what it is that you do for a living. And I see it all the time. People who just wake up, go to work, and perhaps even make great money, but they're just not happy with what it is they do in life, and they're not passionate about what they do. So my biggest suggestion to you is, from what you're passionate about and what you're doing for a living, is to match up. Because at the end of the day, there's a lot of people who sacrifice their passions and their love for life for money. Now, there's so many ways you could go about this, but my general key advice to you is, do you like what you do? Do you even slightly like what you do? You say you're a consumer marketer for an oil company. Now, just me personally, I don't think I could do that because it's not my passion. You know, he said, why are you so happy? Why are you so positive? Because I do what it is I love to do on a day-to-day basis. You know, I find fulfillment in helping people. I find fulfillment in helping people get past the problems that I've gone through. You know, that's why I decided to become a personal trainer. That's why I make these videos. That's why I started this brand, Faith in the Fitness, is to help people out like yourself. And I find true happiness in that. And if you don't do what it is you love for a living or slightly like what you do, it's going to be very hard, and you're not going to find happiness within yourself if you are not doing what it is you love. But to come full circle, you know, true fulfillment starts within yourself. It really does. And if you seek for happiness in other and material objects or finances, you're never going to be happy. So you have to really learn to get to know yourself and figure out what it is you're really passionate about. And if you are passionate about something, are you ignoring your passion, or are you just, you know, are you actively being passionate every day and doing what it is you love? Like, you know, material things, there's nothing wrong with material things. There's nothing wrong with having luxuries. But those are just things that we should enjoy, not try and find happiness within those. It's kind of like an obese person. They turn to food so that they can fulfill something inside of them. But as they turn out that they eat more and more, they figure that it's just not filling that void of happiness that's not in their heart. So they continue to eat, and they it's an addiction. It becomes an addiction because they think that is something that's going to help them, but really it's just further making everything worse. So you had a few other questions, but like I said, you said family is okay, work is great, and financial is great. Just to touch on that topic again, you really, really, really should consider, making family great as well, not just financial and not just work. Make your family great as well, because I guarantee you walk to the house to your wife or your kids, whatever the case is, they run up and they're smiling, they're hugging you. You should find joy in that, and and there should be happiness and fulfillment within that. And if there's not, you really need to get in touch with what it is you're doing right now with your family that's just making it okay. Because yes, having a great financial life and stable financial life will make your family okay, but we want to make it great, right? So let's go ahead and let's try that out. So family is the top priority for me. I go out of my way to contact all my family members, even if they don't contact me, because it's something that I value. I truly value those strong relationships. So it's something that I always try to improve on, even though I'm not the best. So he also wanted to know, he said, I have 2 more questions before you go and make this video. He said, why do you care about people? And here, let's see here. I got it written down because I got my phone. I'm using my phone to record. He said, why do you care about people and their problems? So the reason I'm so passionate about helping people and basically listening to their problems and helping them through their problems is because I've been through so much in my life up to this point. I'm only 24 years old, but I've gone through so much stuff in my life to the point where I don't want people to go through the same things that I've gone through. And number one is helping people. There's nothing more fulfilling to me than helping people. So within that of helping people and helping them, teach them through the things that I haven't gone through, or making them, learn from the things that I've gone through, I truly find happiness in that. And that's why I care so much about your problems or anyone else's problems, especially when it's such a thing like this, where it's very easy to tell why it is you still feel empty, is because you're seeking happiness from outside sources rather than within. And you got to ask yourself a few questions. Am I happy doing what I'm doing? Ask yourself questions. If you don't get curious and ask yourself, get to know yourself and ask yourself why you feel empty, you're never going to find the answers. And the fact that you came to me and you started asking me these questions tells me you're starting to get curious, which means that there is happiness that's going to be manifested into your life soon. So just keep on digging. And like I said, the reason I care about people and y'all's problems is because I want to help. That's what I'm here for. And I've gone through a lot, and I don't want to see anybody go through any of the same mistakes that I've gone through. And if there is any kind of piece of advice I could give to anybody that's going to help them or provide value into their life, I'm all for it, and I'm all in, and I'm going to attack that, because that's what my heart's true work is to help people. Okay, so I hope that answers your questions. I'm not going to mention your name, but I hope this helped. And if anybody out there who is experiencing the same thing and you need any kind of advice or anything like that, I'd be happy to make a video for you specifically. And on that note, guys, I'm going to go ahead and close the video out. Go ahead and like the video, comment in the comment box below what you thought, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.